Who else? Yes, go ahead. Alex, take one last one. He did. Go ahead.
Before I get into my message, I have to say, when I look at this playback of Mr. Alex's middle school anime club, I feel so peaceful to see the personalities, emotions, sneaky intelligence, and all the smiles. I was invited to discuss mental health, but all I really wanted to do is get to know them. And I will bring up Mr. Alex a little later to gush over him a little bit. The students could smell the excitement off of me, which is obviously not okay because who would be excited to be in school? I'd like to think that they were laughing with me and not at me, but it's all good. After all, they are way too cool for me. So, how do I talk about anything without getting into politics? I just want to skip over and get to the truth about being and human nature. Basically, I love children. Ages 1 to 5, I call them tiny humans, and 6 to 12, I call them smaller humans. I value them so much. I value time with them so much because they're so big inside. They're brutally honest, fearless, competitive, emotional, forgiving, proud, radical, demanding, pensive, eager, resilient, expressive, and determined. For a long time, I couldn't even remember myself like this. I wasn't allowed to be so bold with my emotions, thoughts, or even my basic needs. So over time, I was numbed out and forgot what it was like to be a child. Or human, if you really think about it. You start bottling everything in, feeling totally misunderstood and separate from the world you live in and other humans you interact with. How lonely is that? And how many of us are still living like this in our adulthood? How are you supposed to explain mental health to smaller humans? How do you explain to them that not all adults or large humans are against them or will abuse or neglect them? How do you explain to them their individuality is necessary? How do you explain people laughing at you doesn't have to be the end of the world and it could actually be total freedom? That's the thing. They already know that. Children know everything. I always say that they could take over the world if they really wanted. Plus, a lot of the things that I just mentioned, it would be more valuable for adults to hear that. All children really need to know is that someone unconditionally cares, that it's okay to feel all the big emotions that they do, and see if we can assist them in finding a resolve to their problem with some patience. Yes, it takes a great deal of patience, I know that. We have it backwards though. It's us adults that need to stop pretending like we know everything and that what we say goes, leaving every bit of childlike faith, curiosity, passion to bite the dust, which is detrimental for our civilization. We don't know everything. We've been hurt. We've made mistakes. We've been limited. And the children come to set us free. In reality, as we raise children, we are growing ourselves, our capacity, and our intelligence in unison with them. And Mr. Alex is a total child in the best way, which is exactly what the world needs. He's so caring and dedicated to the souls in his classroom. I know the huge impact he makes on a daily basis and everything else he will ever do in his life. May God always send him favor in limitless ways, and all other educators who use money from their own pockets for their students and spend time with our children more than they get to with their own. We are a self-sustaining species in this way, and we are serving and giving to each other one way or another. Remember that. I know most, all systems around the world are not working in parents and educators and children's favor. All we need to do is seek the highest intelligence to grow ourselves and our children in the healthiest identity as possible with endless love. Perhaps in this way, we need not be part of systems that limit us, and we can find new forms of life. May we all grow up to be children.